might interest you, sir.
Another one.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Okay, I need serpent stone. We almost did 3 in a row. And I want to get these along the way. Serpent stone. Now, is that one going to be down in a valley or up higher? Let's go around this way because we can get a better look. You're okay. Calm down. The cold dude unlocked the door because we got extra shards. I'm really curious on this, the cold and Jord, if we'd gone instead of going left, if we'd gone center or right. Well, if we can do them all, that'd be cool. If not, just curious to know if there was different rewards at the different doors. Right, Cassandra. You could lead, please, Miss Tank. There's a cave here. Man, climb down. Where is this? This is like right at the back of nowhere. There's even a okay. Rude, man. Oh, that's There is a sort of valley thing down there that goes somewhere, but it probably goes through to there. Yeah, Mortal Planet looks good, hey. Oh, it wasn't good? Man. But is it not good because it's isometric? Or just not good in general? Because that keeps showing up too, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind checking that out. Did you control it or you mouse and keyboard it? Controller, okay. Funny thing is, people that I know play Souls games, especially Dark Souls, if someone who plays Dark Souls says a game is clunky, you really wonder how bad is it, right? Like, it's got to be bad at that stage. Okay, so I know where this tunnel is and where it led out, and I kind of want to be. I think I want to be back where we were before. Man, okay. They've got a lot of interconnected areas here, which is really cool. But it's causing me to lose a lot of time. I mean, I guess that's my problem, but still. My guess is it was 6 shards to open 2 doors. Ooh, and 3. Oh, 3 and 3. Maybe we can't open the front ones. Alright, where's these? Well, that's right. Oh, I do. Like, normally if I've got my wish list set up, and whenever the games go on a good sale, I take them. Like, for that reason. They're usually pretty good. She's still walking around. She's like, where's my ring yet? It's funny though, when people, we usually get that, it's been a while, because different rules came in at a certain point. We used to get a lot of people in the middle of the shopping centres where they would grab you and they'd be like as soon as you made eye contact, they'd grab you and they'd be like, oh look, you know, I want to show you this water. What do you think it's from? And you'd be like, it's bad drinking water in third world countries. And they're like, yeah, that's what it, you know. And I know the story and I feel bad, right? But the way these people are very extremely proactive in how they want to try and get the donations. But and one of the reasons that I'm don't want to talk to a lot of the people, they're good people, but over here especially they're mostly backpackers, because that's, you know, they get money for getting people signed up to the donations. Unfortunately, for them to get money means money's not going to the charity they're representing, it's going to someone who's not a volunteer. And I understand that. There's, you know, if you pay someone and put an incentive on sales, you might get more sales. But that one of those things, they'd be like, oh yeah, like just think, you know, for the cost of this much a week, you could just do it by not having a coffee or not having a drink next time you go to the pub or something. And I'm like, I don't drink coffee and I don't go to the pub. Your opinion is $15 is too much? Come on, man, you make software, you know how long it takes to do stuff. But at any rate, that was always their big thing. Yeah, it's just change, it's pocket change. I'm like, okay, cool, I've got some pocket change. You can have that. And it's like, oh, no, we don't take... That was the thing. They went to getting into this a bit too much, but it all changed where they stopped taking actual donations. Like, you can't actually donate money to these things. They don't have a can where you could just put in a couple coins or a note if you wanted to. they sign you up for a monthly subscription fee. It's like, wait. So you'd be like, oh, but I've got a couple dollars, like you said, I've got some spare change. I just bought something at the store. I paid cash. They gave me some change. You can have that. And they're like, no, we don't take. They don't take cash. Thanks, Severu. I'm pretty sure there's generally a trend that unfortunately has gone away from what used to be good causes because so much is going to admin and staffing costs because volunteers are low, you know, which is kind of sad. Oh man, I thought I would have broken that box and I could have up here. Hey Severu, thanks for gifting us up to Bonfire. Welcome back, Bonfire. You've been forcibly recruited. I want to get to that. Oh, we'll go that way then. Broccolis.
We're done here, right?
Oh, I need some serpentine for that thing. Yeah, okay, now I can do the other one. We're not going to do it yet because we're in a spot that I haven't gotten to before. Which I'm pretty sure I was standing up here. All I had to do was run around this way. Oh, man. Panz facepalm. That's alright. Looks like there's something there. Oh, that's heading up to the back ones, which we'll get to as well. Actually, we might not get to those ones because I wonder if this requires a fall down. Discovered the upper ledge. Good. And discovered the upper ledge. What? Is it going to be right up there? I mean, cool if it is. Cooler if I can find a way up, though. Wither stalk. Oh, that looks like a way up. Hey, on a plus side, I'm finally, like, I've been working on some different game mechanics with a very vague idea of how I want it to play out. And every time I sort of tweak the mechanics and add little bits and pieces here and there, I've got more of a game coming together. Absolutely no story though, so that's a problem for future Panz. Or someone else. Panz Productions, yeah. I feel like it. All my creative dried up, and I remember at one stage I was just working so much on just trying to get stuff happening, and it just wasn't. I was just nothing and nothing and nothing and nothing and nothing and more nothings, and it was tough. Right? and I got in a bit of a rut. And then a few months ago, I just started working on some small things here and there. And the creative started flowing. And then I started playing more RPG stuff and more third-person stuff and spending more time. What kind of story would fit? It almost has to be fantasy. But almost anything. You just got to be able to find a way. Usually the biggest problem in a lot of stories, especially if there's a combat, right? So it's party-based combat. I'd kind of always wanted to do a CRPG, but I knew I never really had that sort of length of story in me. But I wanted to work with some of the basic mechanics, like coding. I need to get up on this rock. Unless you get across from there and go that way and come back. Oh, that might be... I don't want to try that and make it. One of the big reasons that fantasy usually fits in a lot of stuff is healing. It makes it really strange. Like, how do you have a healer class without some sort of fantasy or magic? Like, you actually have a surgeon out on the battlefield running around, like, stitching people up. That's kind of boring. I mean, I don't know, maybe you could make it work, but, you know, healing rain, says the shaman, you know, it just, you know, or, you know, leaves from the tree of life, says the druid. I think this path is coming backwards. And I think maybe that's the way to go, but I think if I get there, that's going to be too low. Yeah, how do you get a battle medic that will run up to someone who is tanking a boss and start patching him together? Or worse, how do they do it from range? I'm worried that I'm worried that this path here, let's put a marker on it, see where it shows up, is like somewhere like there. No, there, yeah. So if I go to that, we're not getting up on this. There could be the possibility to come in from the other side, though. Yeah, so you need something for the... If you make it sci-fi, which is the same as magic, right? Let's not get into an internet rage on how to pronounce GIF, right? Over whether it's sci-fi or magic. It's one and the same. You know, for intents and purposes. Yeah, let's stick with that. So you have your medic with what? The healing gun. You know, you're going to shoot bandages at them. That's how you get range. And how do you do AoE healing? We're just going to fire a whole mess of hypodermics out of like a small range t-shirt lobber. Right, so we'll just pack like 50 needles in and just boop, you know. And then they're healing syringes, so they're sure to land on us in some capacity. It's just easy to get fantasy. And then you talk about like enemies. How do you have really awesome epic boss fights, you know, multi-stage, super cool enemies, and not have it sci-fi or fantasy? Because otherwise it's, what, just regular people? How does a regular person go Super Saiyan? Like, that's not how that works. Get vaccinated. You get a vaccination. You get a vaccination. I could just picture it now. Someone standing there with like a, let's go with like a 6-inch diameter PVC pipe, with a huge like bungee cord on the bottom of it and another tube inside, and just pulls down, you know, on a thing of hypodermics, boop, and they just launch up in the air, and like 5 seconds later they get to the top, and that's probably too long. A couple seconds later, they get to the top, they spin over, and they just fall on everyone. So dumb. But yeah, I'm going for tactic style. What are you doing, Panz? You want to shoot him? Oh, I pushed the wrong button. That's fine. Cassandra, you want to get in there? You're allowed to. You go, girl. Okay. She's like, can I really? Yeah. But yeah, I'm down. Like, I want to have a series of dungeons with. I don't want randomized loot, especially if it's only going to ever be a single player something. I can't ever see it being more than a single player something, unless it starts selling like bajillion copies and Pan's famous. In which case, then I'd be totally cool with making something bigger and out of scope of what I could do by myself. Well, did I just dodge his like magic bit or something? Anyway, so you start with your group. If there was no story, if we just stripped it down to no story and you're just playing for the fun of the game, I don't think I could make it roguish the way I'm the way the plans out. I don't think I could. And I don't think I want to, because then there'd be someone like me ripping it to shreds. Probably me. Stun it. Okay, cool. So where am I drawing? It's probably, yeah. So I've got all the mechanics that I've drawn inspiration from a whole bunch of different games that I really like. Trying to mush them together in one game that I think I would really like. And so one of the things that I love Path of Exile. One of the things I don't like is I don't understand the loot, the gear enough to know what I need to go for next. And I always think when I'm playing Path of Exile, I just wish it was a bit more like WoW, where I could go chase loot from bosses by, even if it's a really low percentage item, by doing that dungeon over and over again. And then that piece drops and you're like, yes, type of situation. But then I like a little bit of randomness in loot. So maybe, that's the fine tuning would be whether I have something that the piece is 100% deterministic, or it comes with maybe 2 or 3 stats that are guaranteed, and the randomness is on the other stats. But you still get maybe something good out of the item, like maybe whatever makes it unique or special, like it has an ability something, or an ability mod. Whoa, Pan's dead. That's always there. But then the idea is like some dungeons require almost like an attunement, like you got to build a key from bosses of other dungeons. So that's going to be a one-time use. Like some of them will be one-time use, some of them could be once you have it, it's a permanent. You've unlocked something. Being up on this rock was actually really bad for us. He's the last one. I think once he's dead, that's it. Panz will stand up and we can close the river. Stand up, Panz. No, Panz, stand. Try again, Panz. Yeah, so the idea is it's just a series of dungeons with multiple bosses each, and I guess trash mobs along the way. You gotta have trash mobs. Yeah. The same as like I feel like when I run into Path of Exile, you do the map and there's the trash mobs everywhere, and then there's a boss at the end. Although, because those are so short and sweet, they're no like the bosses are slightly stronger trash mobs, really. But the goal is like the bigger bosses. I don't think I could make it multi to start with. I mean, sorry, I don't think I could get it done in time and under budget for multi, especially with. If I was going to do it that way, then I'd almost want to then branch out and go full server connected play.
Your abilities are remarkable, Seeker.
Which would be, that'd have to be like something
To see how you and the Templars negate
way
magic.
long term based on if it actually did well.
Have you never encountered Templars before?
So it'd be single
Only
player
at
at
a
the start.
distance. I am an apostate after all.
And they never caught up.
Especially
with
since
you
it's
even
kind of weird
once.
because the idea is that you're
I am a
controlling
very
the
careful
team.
apostate.
So you can either pause up and issue orders and whatnot, or you can try to go super hardcore, no pause mode. And then depending on your pick your poison or combination, you can get the hardcore mode, permadeath. Don't lose a tank to a boss. Not be roguelike? I don't think so. Like, I don't know how to, like, the issue I find with roguelikes where you've got bosses with mechanics and stuff, at some point the what makes it roguelike becomes irrelevant. Okay, so you do need to come from the other side. Because you just get practiced enough where you can play out the boss mechanics. Although the ways around that become like the problem is that any of the workarounds become run end as if players didn't, So usually things like enrage timers or, survivability checks to do with like tank hit points or defenses, and those are things become like instas, like unavoidable if you didn't something. Oh, look at that! Wait. It's not up here? Yes, son. It's not up here. I was all like, ooh, look at me, I made it. I think one of the things that I already knew but fell back into the bad habit of, and a lot of developers have this, is especially when you have something that's a little bit of a grind, why are players doing it? And if I think about Path of Exile is a really good example of this, or raid tiers in World of Warcraft. The reason you do it is so you can get to the next part and then get to the next part. But on a much more simplistic level, the reason players play game, it's for the fun of playing the game. Right. Most players aren't thinking about, whether they're going to play it through once or 10 times or whatever. They just want to play. So I guess the... You know... And if you make something that requires people to do the same dungeon multiple times, either with different party members or even with the same party member, like someone runs a dungeon 3 times, even in a row, because they want to get a better item, or maybe they just even need to get a better item because their skill level says you can't move forward yet. Yeah, a lot of people do that if they're having fun. You know, like I said, quite often, like you fall, as a developer, it's quite easy to fall in the trap going, well, what's the player's incentive to want to do this? And it's just a bit of overthinking. Don't overthink it. No, let's go to here.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh. But I'm kind of like, I'm hoping at some point this year I do enough actual work on it instead of just sitting around thinking about it. Ooh, nice. That I can share it with you guys. And I think I've already been down there. Yeah, I mean, I just walked past it and didn't see it. Plus, I think that'd be a cool stream. Once it got up to a point where it was playable, just like tweaking stuff. That's when some of the coolest collaborations come into. Like if you're in a boss fight or in the programming of a boss fight, and you've got a couple mechanics, and you just need something else. Because people come up with really good ideas. Unfortunately, it's really cool ideas that they might have seen in a different game. But chances are, once you dig into the research, those game designers also saw that in a different game. And possibly those ones saw it in a different game as well. So... Well, there's 4 of these. Oh, we're in poop. But it doesn't matter. No, we're good. Do the thing, Panz. Hey, Seeker, you want to come and take this? I can tell you what, mine's going to have auto attack by default, definitely. Inquisition has reached level 10. What does he want, Bob? He's won some stats. Alright, so here's the question. We can take stats now with threat reduction, which is also good. Or we can go for dexterity. You leap away from incoming attacks, putting yourself where you need to be to win this fight. Cool down 2 seconds. It makes it sound like I have to use that. Let's go for the stats straight away. Plus the threat reduction is pretty nice. Let's see if we can find this one. Yeah, I think I'm like... A lot of people say they want to... Well, we tried. I was curious a long time ago if anyone wanted to do like game dev streams. And everyone's like, yeah, and no one showed up. They're like, oh, they did. And they'd be like, oh, this is what game dev's like. Yeah. Okay, cool, I'll see you later. Every now and then I've done a couple here and there. But for the most part, it's boring. But I think if you've got something solid that's playable, and you're just coming up with ideas how to or especially if I'm doing it because I'm like, okay guys, I'm cutting game streaming down to X amount of days per week because I need to work. However, I'm going to stream my work because, you know, that's different. Especially since if it was my work, it was actually my work, because then I can share everything. Although, would I? Yeah, I would. Okay, is that up or down? Where are you, Shard? Shard? Don't die. Good. So I was half expecting to see it in that corner. And then it wasn't there. Come on, be here. Be here. Why aren't you here? Is it up there, you reckon? It's up there, isn't it? How did we get up there before? Oh, I don't think we did. There it is. I can see it. Okay, we're going to get from there. Reading the Expanse series. I know of it. But I think maybe from TV, not from books. Engineer, pilot, tank, commander, and so on. They get hurt a lot. Usually they heal in between battles. Sometimes they can semi-heal, like applying automated brace thingamajig. Yeah, so that was one thing I've looked at, because there was a game, I can't remember what it was, but that was pretty much it, where you had some defensive stuff to start with. So not dissimilar to this, except healing potions, but like, yeah, you didn't really have much healing in combat. It was like little bits and pieces here, but it was mostly just, you know, the idea is to finish just alive. Okay, so I need to get up from here. It's kind of strange, like there's been some spots that, like this, I'm pretty sure this is the like an intended path. It's not just sort of Skyrim mountain climbing, because it looks like there's steps all the way, right? But then you get to this point and she's like, no, I'm not jumping. I know, and I'm getting invisible walled. And because there is stuff like that, it's like, am I supposed to sort of find a tougher jump to get to these last ones? Or is there like is there going to be a path somewhere where I'm going to walk around and be like, or if I manage to Skyrim up here, am I going to get to a path where I'll be like, oh, it was just around the corner and it just walked right up there. Like maybe I have to come in from all the way. Okay. Spam the jump button and strafe. Yeah. There we are, getting invisible walled. Okay, so
Turn back.
to get across from there, you have to be up there already. But that's not happening. so let's go back. We're going to get on top of that.
It makes sense that Liliana did the recruiting when the Inquisition started. Not everyone can be intimidated into signing up, after all.
I recruited Commander Cullen.
Lucky him.
He's made no complaints about my manners.
His last boss was a raving lunatic who turned into a statue. That's not a high bar.
She's talking about Cullen and Meredith then. Okay, I think this is it. No, look, getting invisible walled here. Okay, so how... There it is. No, invisible walled again. Oh, come on, game. Okay, so unless this is a way back. No, we're not sure. But there was a thing from here where I could see... Oh, wait, can we actually see the thing? It's right there. Yep. And there's like a ladder to go down, so maybe from the other side. Maybe we get across from there. Okay. Oh, maybe there. Sure, I looked at this dropping down here at one stage too, and I didn't. Oh, we get a region discovery
We
as
need
well.
another artifact.
Okay, one more to get, which is there. I have no idea where that one is. Mage boy. No soul. Quest complete. Okay, what do we got left? Not much. Like, there's the door. That's the spirit. There's one up here for the miners' valuables, which I think we go through the Paras Cavern. So we're going to go back to... I think we're actually going to go back this one and go around. Yep. No, we're going to... I'm missing a landmark? So there's a landmark somewhere. Oh wow, there's stuff south as well. And there's heaps of stuff. Okay, at any rate, we're going back to the world map. because we're going home. I'm going to hand in the thing. You guys know the thing. Requisition. And then we're going to go back and see if there's another one. And I'm going to go to the little streamer and make up a tea. And you guys are going to vote for the tournament of games. Or you've already voted. Either way. I make my cup of tea in the bathroom. No, I heat it in the kitchen. I just get the fluid from it in the bathroom.
Show 'em what we can do, brother.
You can't have a kettle in the bathroom. That's dangerous.
Excellent.
Power! Oh, actually, quickly do the table stuff because some of the guys came back, so I can send them back out again. This thing, okay, so this is based on real time, even if you're not playing. I'm pretty sure if you set these guys to go do something for a few hours and you turn the game off and go back to work, you thought Australians like piss, judging by Foster's. It's so funny because it's not I mean, it's not a bad beer. But there's a lot of better beers that we
You were
make.
saying something about
And so one of the
Colin?
one of the standing jokes is, why would we give you the good beers?
Yes. Haven has
Send over
limited space
send
for
over
our
the
soldiers
Fosters.
to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Oh, a present for Bianca. Aiming module 2. We are definitely going to make that before. Oh, that's like a minute away. Alright, well if I do all my stuff first and then come back, she'll be ready. I'll be right back. Well, let's go make that thing for Bianca. And then go back to... Wait, let's collect What's-Her-Face's thing from the war room. In case she has something for us. And then we'll go make the thing for Bianca, and What's-His-Dude can have stronger damage. Otherwise, I'm going to have to give Varric a different weapon. And I don't want to give Varric a non-Bianca weapon, because... Like, why would I want to? We have the same Father's Day. There you go. So, for some reason, we have the UK Father's Day and the US Mother's Day dates. While I'm here, I can set these guys up again, because you don't have to leave from the war table. Also get monies. Okay, just to see who's available. The gather coin one's good to see if everyone's available. They're all available. Because they can all do that. Oh, I've completed that one. Okay. Cool. I need one of these ones. So there's the coin one or stuff in Orlais. Okay, so I can't either do that. So now I've just got repeatables, which is choose a successor from... This is from the Ben Husrath stuff. Liliana can't do it. So let's get Josephine to do that.
Let us begin.
And Cullen can get monies.
To work?
And then Liliana can, hang around Haven looking pretty. Was I supposed to pick a perk point? I did that last time, maybe.
Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
Did I do this? I did. Okay.
You find anything we need, let me know.
Apparently I'm going to make Bianca an upgrade. Yours is in 3 weeks. Your Mother's Day's in 3 weeks.
Travel safely.
Please send Visser our thanks for the refreshments.
Create weapon. Even though it's not create. Okay, for bow. Okay, whereabouts are you, Pop Monkey? Bianca aiming. Bianca arms 1 enhanced. I think she has the 1 enhanced. Bianca aiming. I thought I just earned like Bianca aiming 2. Wait, I think I have to learn it first. I can't remember now. Upgrades. Aiming module 2. Oh, I just got an aiming module 2? I don't have to learn it? Okay, hang on. So it's not the schematic. I got the actual thing. Pop Monkey with the 3 months?
I'm in Sweden.
You're in Sweden? Thank you so much for the support. Congrats on that silver P-plate. Okay. I thought it was a Bianca Arms 2. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. I gotta click on this. Okay, Precise Limbs is 17 damage and a 7% critical chance. So even though we lose 6% attack, I think that's factored into that, right? Just straight up 17 damage on every shot's probably worth more. Sturdy Bianca grip versus... Strong grip is just 4 strength. Sturdy Bianca grip is 3 cunning. Okay, and sights. Aiming module 2. Is 7 crit chance. Sights is 8% armor penetration. So I have 8% armor pen or 7% crit. And I don't know what the difference... Well... What is armor penetration in this game? Maybe we want to keep armor pen on? I definitely want to keep Precise Limbs, I think. Yeah. No. So what about Panz? Ah, that's fine.
Should serve you well.
Varric just went from 56 DPS to 70. That's a decent group. Decent jump. Save it. Let's head back out to this one. I want to finish this zone off today. I want to have everything done in this zone, like everything. I like getting answers to questions in the form of subscription text-to-speech messages. Yeah, you guys should do that more often. Really, really nice way of answering the question.
Dispatch for you.
Report.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Do you have another quest?
Nothing to report, sir.
Yes.
Nothing to report, sir.
Alright, I've done all of those. Okay, so there is that one eventually, but we're going to head around this way to that cave. So we might even horse up. That sounds wrong. Mount up.
Whoa.
I don't actually know if just riding the horse is faster than... Well, that's... Galloping's definitely faster. Can we gallop through the cave though? No. And just as an FYI, I didn't actually dismount then. The game decided I wasn't going to be riding the horse anymore. I'm pretty sure that way you get invisible ward. Up here somewhere. Whereas we know we can get around there. So that's something we haven't looked at properly yet. I think that's the mining quest to get the ring. The torch will scatter them or draw them. I'm fairly certain they'll scatter. 50-50, right? Get Panz leaping on. Cassandra. Oh, she's doing a war cry. That's good. Don't you? I gotta watch out. Panz is going to be like, oh, you're running out. I'll run in and stand in melee with my bow and arrow. Parak, if you could kindly not stand in the melee. Is like I did good? No, you did not. wonder if they're infinitely coming here. Certainly feels like a thing.
That's it for the spiders.
No, no, that's not. They're not infinitely coming. Although I wonder if putting the lights on would have made it different. Find a key to the door. We should have known to go on left first anyway. That's our fault. Chat, you weren't on it. What happened to the go left first, chat? Oh, we found the wedding ring though. Firm round pommel. Is that what they call them these days? Okay, so there's no key here. However, maybe we get a key in exchange for a wedding ring. Find the wedding ring? Look at the influence. Hey, I found your wedding ring.
What do you want?
I have something for you.
I believe this is yours.
Nothing here is worth as much as this. It's all I have left. I don't have much, but this opens one of my old caches. Whatever's left is yours. As thanks.
She gave us the key. There we go. Wow, we needed a lot of influence to get that level. Tier 1 Masterwork Medal applies the following to any crafted weapon or armor. 10% Berserk, damage bonus plus 100% damage from all sources. That's, maybe we don't do that one. Okay, so that's the door from the cave. So we need to get to that cave. So we'll go from here, I think.
Nothing to report, sir.
It's got that explode on kill. It's great. Also, not this way. I thought that was... Huh. I can't remember where that was. Hopefully this one runs around to the left. Pan's confused. It's gonna be like just around the corner from where we were. Spiders. How close everyone else is to level. Pretty close. Aha, it is through this way, I think. Yeah, okay, and this is not where we were. Good. Oh, it's that one. Is it that one? It is that one. Right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. It had the 3 doors, and we went left and got spirit. Let's go try the right one and see what's here. Okay, send everyone after that one, then we go after that one. And I change to Panz, who... one shots that idiot. Loot. Okay, Panz, what are you going to get from this one? Fire resistance. Fire resistance. Yeah, so it makes me wonder if this is something we wanted to give to a tank or if it's okay having a superhero. Shards collected is now down to 11 out of 12. Wait, what? Is it used a shard, did it? This door requires more shards than you're currently carrying. But... I wonder if that means you can only do one door, and if you go off track... You can't... Oh, could be bad.
Strange here, as if it were reinforced, but for a few places where it has been warped.
This door requires more shards than what you're carrying. Dang it. Oh, I see from there. Okay. Oh, I think it's pinging. It's pinging. Oh, there's loot there. What's the third tank stat? Panz super tank, yeah. I wonder if these are shards from all over the world, maybe. No, I guess not. Hang on. Maybe it's different zones for each section. Not shards to I don't know. Maybe I think maybe it is for like any shard. Okay. So we still have that to go. Which also means yeah, because we've got all the Oasis ones. So we need more in Hinterlands. We've got all the coast ones. So we need Hinterlands. Is there another zone? Oh, thingy, but I don't think there was shards in... So that only leaves us with, like, 9 shards. Which won't be enough to open the door. And I don't think there was any shards in the mire. Going to here. I mean, there could always be an ocularium down here. I think that's what they're called. No, oh, these guys leveled up. Rats, guys. Okay. Varric. No, let's go these ones. Because taking less damage and getting stats straight away is pretty good. Okay. Cassandra. Tank of all tanks. I don't really want that one yet. I really don't want Livid either. I think Livid was a bad point pick. Oh man, Charging Bull's probably good. But like just more constitution and stamina increased for health lost is probably okay. Lunge and slash, probably better. Yeah, use that to get some like an effective charge. Oh wait, I've got to pick points for No Soul. He's going to Frost Tree now. Freeze bonus and extra magic, yeah. Mage has been overpowered in all of the games so far. I think because there hasn't been a heal balance. It feels like they don't need to be healing all the time. Which means do damage in the regular time. Whereas for most part, you know, you're happy just with healers being healers and damage doing the damage. And the ones with the terrors, those like small terrors or whatever they were called, those were so bad compared to these ones. And not just because we're like leveled up now and more stats and abilities. They're just brutal. There's a landmark we're missing as well. Marker. More power. Okay, so in the Oasis, it's only those. There's also this other collection where... Do we do regions in the Oasis? We've got all of those. Pieces of an old Tevinter mosaic are scattered across Thedas. If recovered, they could be reassembled. I really hope I get all of these. I think somewhere towards the very end of the game, if we don't have them all, I don't know if there's any way of knowing which ones we have, which ones we haven't. I might just have to, like, off stream grab them. Oh, it kind of tells you. Okay, so you've got this piece, like 2 pieces here maybe, or this one, this one. Oh, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so I'm sure we can... We'll try and find as many as we can. If we get very close to the end of the game, then we might just wiki the others. But until then, we'll just see what we can find on our own. Okay, we're heading back. That'll be shard. So that's the only thing. I thought we were going to finish off a zone. No, we want world map. So we could try the Maya stuff. There's more stuff at Hinterlands. The one at Maya, we need lockpicking tools or deft thing. When do we get the lockpicking tools from? Actually, might try the guy at Haven first, or the blacksmith there's a market at Hinterlands as well. I don't know if you need both deft touch and the lockpicking tools or one or the other. If you need both, then we have to pick up the tools anyway. If we only need one, then we'll just use the lockpick tools.